How confident are you that your Sixers are gonna win though tonight? Because we play y'all. If y'all win, I think the Knicks play y'all. And you be talking crazy about my Knicks, my nigga. Slow down. Slow down, sir. Okay?
So Jimmy Butler scares me to death. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing.
Yes, it's a real thing.
He played on my team. He sent us home. Remember Tobias Harris over me? You know what I mean? So
that was crazy too.
No Terry Rozier. You know, but I'll just be totally honest with you on where we're at in Philly, the vibe. It's like, and this isn't the first time we've been here, but it sucks that we're here right now. It's every time Joel jumps for a rebound, we're holding our breath. Every time he blocks a shot, we're holding our breath. Every time he makes a hard cut, it's like, you know, it sucks being back there as a Sixer. I truly believe with all my heart, I say it confidence that Joel's the best player in the NBA to me, and it's not close.
Not close.
No, I don't think it's close.
What's the Joker? Chop liver? What's Joker?
Well, here's the thing. I think that the MVP award is if that's your measuring stick to who the best player is, you know, it could be skewed. Yeah, right. But for me, Joel's won the scoring title 3 years straight. Joel averaged 35 points a game this year. Joel has an MVP. You know, if you're one of the MVP watcher guys, and for me, anybody who's 7'2", 260 pounds, and can score off the dribble, when have we seen anything like that? So for me, Joel is the best player in the league. So when you walking around with that guy, you see Milwaukee just avoided us. They said Milwaukee was tanking to avoid the Sixers.
That's
when you know what team to avoid a 7 seed.
My team's not avoiding you. Let you know right now. We'll be trying to get to 6.
Now let's get to you guys.
Yeah, we'll be trying to 6. We'll let you know right now, sir.
You know the thing that's funny about that 3 is I know you New Yorkers really believe that too. Y'all really believe that too. And you go look at what we did to y'all in the regular season. It's like, yo,
Jalen Brunson is the best player right now in the Eastern Conference right now.
Come on.
He's not.
Jalen Brunson. Question. I think Jalen Brunson is amazing. And see, the funny thing is, you think you telling me about Jalen like he didn't go to Villanova.
Pardon self. My bad, Philly. My bad. Okay.
Josh Hart. Hold on. Josh Hart, Villanova. DiVincenzo. Villanova. Right. It's the Philadelphia Knicks up there right now. The Philadelphia Knicks right now, 3.
No, but I can't wait for
listen, you guys play well together. You finally got a true number one. I honestly believe Julius Randle coming back would hurt you guys in the series.
You think so? Everybody said that.
As much as I like, because he demands shots, right? For him to be effective, he needs shots. Right now, Jalen Brunson's he's running such a well-oiled machine right now. You see the team chemistry is at a fucking all-time high. I haven't seen team chemistry like this in New York in so long. They didn't even have. I was going to say they didn't even have this during the Melo era.
No, they didn't.
So you guys look good. But I will tell you this: nobody in Philly is scared of you guys. So y'all got to show us. Y'all got to show us because
we shall revisit, sir. We shall revisit this conversation.
We'll see.
Let me ask you this, brother. Are you rejuvenated with your show that you do with your brother? Are you finding new rejuvenation? It feels that way. I watch you all the time, and just watching you talk, the way you articulate yourself, the way your brain moves and shit like that. One thing about battle rappers, you brothers are some smart dudes when y'all break down battles and the way y'all think about, because y'all do it, right? I'm just a blogger, so y'all do it at a high clip though. But are you rejuvenated the show you do with your bros though?
Rejuvenated would be such an understatement. I mean, I needed that time off. I didn't even know I needed it. When we came back off of a 2-year layoff from 2017 to 2019, I just was going 5-6 battles a year. Now, I know that might not be a lot to a lot of people, but for me, I was never a high clip battler. So you never see me 10, 11, 12, 15. No. I never did that. So for me, 6 battles a year is busy. So since 2019, when we got back in, it was just a battle every month and a half for 4 years straight.
Since Craig Lamar, right?
Since Craig Lamar, it was like a battle every 90 days, 60, 75 days. It was another battle, another flight to Atlanta, another flight here. And as much as I needed that to rejuvenate my career and get myself in a spot where I felt it was respectable, I did not know I needed that time off until I took it. Right? And when I took it, I felt like, okay, shit, maybe I might be done with battle rap. Maybe I might just be doing this. And I got rested up. My mind, my mind took a break, and I woke up one day and I was just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. And and then I got a phone call a month later, battle offer, and I jumped on it. And my mind has been in I'm in such a good place. I've never been in this place mentally in my career.
Wow. What made you decide to do the show with your brother, though? And is it more fun? Is it more fun because you're doing that with a family member, someone that has your best interest at heart, and there's no funny style shit going on? You know what I mean?
Me and Easy had something real special with our podcast.
I did.
And when it fell apart, just personally, I was down. Not because I wasn't working with Easy per se, but because what I thought me and him had mad potential. Thought it was special, and I thought the ceiling was high for us to really find a lane. Nobody knew that we were good on camera together. Nobody knew we had chemistry. Nobody knew Frozen Easy would be a fire show. We didn't even know it. And it just,
we saw a different light. We saw a different light of you, though. I felt a different light.
Well, and that's why sometimes L's become W's. So when that went away, I was trying to figure out, okay, I know I want to do media, but I don't want to do, and this is no disrespect, I don't want to just do what Three Letter Man's doing.
Of course.
I don't want to do what Piper Boy's doing. Right. I can do that, but I don't want to just do that.
And you're not doing that at all. You're doing a whole different way to what you're doing. I'll give you that.
For me, I'm sitting here contemplating on who I needed. I needed somebody. I need a partner. And I'm like, one day I just clicked. I'm like, yo, bro, why don't you do it with me? And he's such a team player and not a camera thirsty dude. He was just like, I don't know if I'm the guy you're looking for. And I'm like, of course you are. Me and his personalities are almost identical.
Yes,
our sense of humor, very close. Yes. I said, if I could just get you to be who you are off camera, it'll work, bro. I promise you, it will work. So we tried it, and weeks went by. We first did. I started putting him on my blogs, but I would put him in the background where you could just hear his voice, but you couldn't see him. And over the couple weeks, people started gravitating towards some of his opinions. And before you knew it, the chat was like, man, now we gotta see what bros look like. We want to see him. Like, and not like he doesn't stand behind me in every battle, but they're like, we need to see what bros look like. So finally I'm like, yo, time to get another camera. We got another camera and put him on. And then my channel really just gravitated towards him as much as they was gravitating towards me off of who I was. And it just fit, man. And then before you knew it, he got confident to where now he's starting to think of ideas and things we should do. And before you know it, he became my 50-50 partner. And it was so organic. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Y'all brothers got something very special over there, man. Y'all chemistry is very dope to watch, man. You dig what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all each other. You know what I mean? Y'all might have different opinions, but y'all play off each other so well, though, man.
Oh, I think that if we agreed on everything, it wouldn't be nothing to watch. Absolutely, it wouldn't be nothing to watch. We actually disagree more than we agree, which makes it fun because, again, we think similar, but we're different. So, man, my brother has been my manager for 5 years now. He took over that role when we came back with Craig Lamar, and now he's my partner on Frozen Bros. He's my 50-50 owner of our company. It's just great, man. I couldn't ask for a better situation. My best friend, my brother. I trust nobody more in the world than him. And yeah, man, shout out to Bros. I love him to death. He's been great. He's been a great addition to what I've been trying to do, and I wouldn't Rosenberg TV wouldn't be shit without him.
Is it dope when guys like you, DNA, Goods, what's other guys that's going over here now doing blogging? You guys can paint the narrative. You can control your story, right? Then a three-letter man or somebody else just saying things about your battles, this, that, and the third, right? What have you learned in blog. What do you like about blogging? What don't you like about blogging right now? Being part of media, because you're media now.
Yeah. What do I like about it? Being able to give an analytical breakdown.
You're a numbers guy. You're a numbers guy, dude.
I'm trying to introduce numbers to battle rap.
Right.
For me, it's just giving a different perspective based on data. Right, because we all know how to register bars, listen to bars. We all know about punches, similes, double, like all the hip hop shit. Okay, cool. Right. But how can we actually get this to feel more like a sport? Because we are competing. And if you ask me, you know, all sports does not have to be a physical thing. Right. So to me, sports is competition. Right. So if me and you are fishing, and we're doing a fishing competition on how many fish we can catch or the heaviest fish that doesn't necessarily take a physical specimen to catch a fish, right? But it's still a sport. So for me, I like bringing that type of dialogue and breakdown to the game, and also just giving the battle rappers a peer that they can lean on for breakdowns and dialogue. And because I'll be honest with you, every media and blogger is not clean. They're not all clean bloggers. And I'm not singling anybody out. I'm just saying that there's a lot of bloggers that are simply in it for the AdSense check at the end of the month. The passion doesn't outweigh their view count. For me and Bros, if you check, and I'm not tooting our own horn, but I'm giving you an example. For me and Bros, you can see us 1 month put out 25 blogs, 5 blogs a week. Then we'll go a month and we'll only put 12 out. We ain't chasing no money.
Right.
We here for the people, for the battlers. So when it's our time to speak, or we feel like we need to be heard, we'll speak on something. All bloggers aren't like that, and a lot of them aren't just necessarily here for the love of the culture. And again, I see Jay Black kind of winding back a little bit. And he still blogs, and but you can just see Jay Black kind of just winding down a smidgen.
I talk to him all the time. You're absolutely right on that.
And I talk to him. Jay Black's my neighbor. He lives less than a mile.
That's my guy. I love that
I've studied a lot of how Jay Black has done his shit, and he's the closest thing to what I envision me trying to do. So as him stepping back, I feel like there's a lane opening, and if you're gonna be the predecessor or the guy who follows Jay Black, at bare minimum, you got to bring something.
Absolutely.
You got to also add something. You know what I mean? And then that's really my my bottom line and what I'm trying to do. But we're trying Super Streams and Rosenberg TV. We're chasing academics, not any other bloggers, right?
Absolutely.
So we're looking at Math Hoffa, and that's where we set the measuring stick for where we're trying to go.
Because you're very honest and you're very, very straightforward and very honest in your opinions and stuff. You don't pull on punches, right? Does that mess with other battle rapper, your peers, though? Because you might say some things that as a battle rapper yourself, that you may say that is very straightforward and they man like froze. What we doing?
I think that's the trade-off that I have to balance. Saying stuff as a blogger, but also still being a battler. So it's like if I'm listening to Froze and he getting at me, my mind can go to, and Froze, you can't even beat me in a battle. How dare you? Right. But that's if you're emotional and you're not actually hearing the dialogue. Because, like, I'll give you an example. I'm sure Chess isn't too fond of me right now. The last 2 breakdowns I did of him was I got on his ass a little bit. Now, Chess in his mind may think that I'm a better battler than Rosenberg. Well, even if that was true, that wouldn't mean that I couldn't break down what I see. Because I think Chess would be smart enough to know, even if he thought he was better than me, well, Froze is a respectable level pro. He's a high level pro in our field. Even if I think I'm better, he's more than qualified to speak on a sanctioned battle. But even though Chess would probably be upset with my last 2 blogs, he would respect me the moment he had a great performance and he saw that blog, because I cut my camera on as fast as I did to cut it on to get at him. Right. And I think that for me, that's the balance. Okay, maybe you get mad in real time when I'm actually getting at you or I'm being critical of you. Right. But go do something good. And then you don't complain about those blocks.
No, they don't. No,
you don't complain when I talk about how much you was cooking, how fire you was, how much I thought you really turned to the. Nobody complained. Nobody has no comment. They don't even shoot a thank you out. Now that's okay because I'm not doing this. They don't make no award. I'm not doing this for pat on the backs. I'm doing it because I love it and I got a passion for it. But for me, I think I got thick enough skin to understand that we as battlers can be emotional. And if I understand that, because I can be emotional, and I've been emotional in the past, I can also understand that, you know, I gotta be able to withstand some of the backlash from these battlers, just like I'm expecting them to just take my criticism with grace and have no problem with it. So it's just a balance, Three, and it's all about the individual doing it. If I responded to every battler that got mad at something, I would say my shit wouldn't be exclusive. My shit wouldn't be exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So,
have you got phone calls?
Yeah.
When I say names, you got phone calls.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. All right, I'll give you. So, for the dudes that I'm about to, because y'all gonna watch this, y'all gonna know this was y'all on the phone, but I won't say your name. But I'll just tell Three a few stories. Right. I got a call one time when I was doing a commentary for pay-per-view, and there was 4 or 5 dudes in the Cody race, and the only dude that was in the Cody race on this card was Big K. He had a big performance that night, and when I spoke to him in the post interview, I was talking to him like a candidate of Cody and somebody who was very close to maybe locking it up. There was a dude or two that gave me phone calls and said I was pandering to the white guy, right? And so for me, I didn't get mad or upset at it. I just try to simply explain: you're watching me interview the only candidate that's on this list. So if you were on this card today and you had a good performance, we would have had identical interviews because I would have been talking to you the same way I'd have been talking to. So that's that. I got a phone call when I was saying that somebody was past their best days and their better days were behind them, and they've been struggling a lot to the point where we might need to stop holding them to that top tier status. And I got a phone call. They didn't like it. And I think what they respected is when they called me, I listened, even though I thought it was bullshit, I listened and I responded with facts. And bare minimum, if you didn't agree with what I said, when we got off that phone, you understood where I stood and why I stood. I'm not just gonna say, yo, he asked, he tried. No, let's break this down a little bit. Let's break this down a little bit. And then on the phone, see, this is another thing I think some of the rappers respect. And I know you do it because you're a longtime blogger, Three. Even when we're being critical of a guy, we're still holding back. We're still holding back because we're fans. So when this camera, I know Three watches the battle, right? Sees somebody who maybe been fucking up a lot or who just bullshit and be like, man, I can't stick this nigga trash. But the camera is off. It's just we're the fan. You're not the blogger, Three.
Right,
but when that camera cut on, you got to do diligence to make sure you walk a tightrope for respect to be respected with your analysis.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So for me, man, again, it's just a balance of trying. I'm still figuring it out. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a perfect blogger. I'm not smelling myself. I truly got a passion for this shit, man. And I just think, and like your original question, I think it's great that DNA blogs. I think it's great that Goods blogs. I wish they would do more. Like I wish they would do. We're cutting the camera on because we want to watch you as the battle fan, right? So if you do something, you put it up, we'll watch it. But I'd love to see Goods blog a little bit more and do a little bit more than just do where his setup is because he's got it. He can. DNA, maybe do an interview. Let these fans see us talking to some of our peers because in battle rap, they just think it's beef, battle, and they don't know, man. A lot of us really love each other. We really got mad love for each other, man. And if y'all could be a fly on the wall for some of these conversations, you would love it. And that's what I try to make the super stream. I try to make that, man. I appreciate that, Three. I try to give the fan that feel like man, I'm listening to a convo that I shouldn't even be hearing this. Right? Like this is too good. This should be off the record. Like, and I'm hearing it right now, and it feels like they're in my living room smoking with me talking. That's the vibe I try to give off and shit.
T-Rex, Easy,
yeah, hell yeah. Man, once again, thank you to Method Man for pulling up. It's funny, a lot of the battle rap culture didn't catch that. That was during one of my early streams, and we still were growing, and we're still growing as a brand. But they missed the Method Man super stream. They didn't know Method Man was in the middle of my studio for 2 hours smoking with me, doing an interview with me and my brother. If you missed that, man, go check out Method Man super stream. It was fire.
Wow.
And the Method Man stream landed me the Hitman stream. You know how many times Hitman told me no?
I'm surprised.
Now, well, I'm gonna tell you why. Me and Hitman got mad love for each other, but we never really saw eye to eye on things. And instead of speaking out about it just to get an understanding of who each other were, I don't fuck with him then. I don't fuck with him. And that's where we went with it. But see, Hitman, it took a liking to Bros. He started working with RBE. I was getting booked at a high rated RBE. So they were seeing each other. Man, I'll tell you this story. One time, this before Bros was Bros. People used to walk up to him and be like, "Oh, what's up, Froze?" They used to think he was Raw. They used to think he was me. Right? So he I'm sitting outside of the Max Out battle, and the Clips battle, and they came outside and they said, "Hey, Froze, can you run in?" It was like an hour before our battle, and it was like, "Hey, could you come in and get some B-roll footage real quick? We're taking a break in between battles. We want to get some B-roll footage, for the pay-per-view and all that cool shit." So I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Now, usually my team moves with me everywhere I go. I got a good team that's smart, and they protect me, and they take care of me. So everybody, like all 11 dudes, like, "All right, come on, I guess we going in the venue." And it was a big line still trying to get in the venue. So I'm like, "Yo, I'm good. Y'all stay out here. Like, it's RBE. We home. We good. I'm about to run over and do this B-roll footage. Y'all stay out here." So I walked away by myself, went in to do the B-roll footage. Now, as I'm walking in, Hitman walking out. Hitman got two of his homies with him. He walking out, and he's walking like he's leaving. He has a "I'll be back" or "I'm out of here" type walk. Right. So, we walk by, we head nod, boom, I go in out, do my B-roll footage. Yo, I come back outside 3, and Hitman's in his big-ass truck, sexy-ass truck, I'm telling you, parked inside the venue in the parking lot. He's sitting in his truck, and Bros leaning on the car, and they just chopping it up like they at the park or something. I stopped, I'm looking, look, what the fuck is he over there talking to Hitman about? And he looks mighty comfortable. You know what I mean? So I said, "Man, what the fuck you and Hitman was talking about?" He said, "Oh, man, that's my dog. That's my dog." So ever since then, they exchanged numbers. They became cool. So when Hitman was turning me down on the super stream, I'm looking at Bros like, "Yo, talk to your man. I thought he was. I thought you had his number." And Bros really pressed it, made it happen. And then I think Method Man coming through, I feel like Hitman mind, he saw what I was doing, he fucked with it, and he like, "All right, that nigga had Meth come through. I can't be the dude from the culture that front on Froze. I can't." And he didn't, and he pulled the fuck up, man. I appreciated him. The stream was so fire. I talked to Big Gerald after he FaceTimed. You know what I mean? He told me how much he fucked with what I was doing. Then show FaceTime. It was a real good vibe, man. Big RBE shit, man. It was a good vibe. Shout out to it, man. Shout out.
Were you surprised Easy had the most views on your channel, though? I was.
Are you talking about for the super stream?
The super stream, yes.
So let me tell you something about E. E is whatever he does, it draws attention. Okay, I think it's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah,
and I don't think in a negative way. I just think the scandals and those type of things like that whole shit that he dealt with last year has died down a little bit, right? It's been media. Everybody drug it. So I mean, that shit was that was beaten to the horse was dead. No Diddy, but the thing about E is everywhere he goes, It's views.
Right.
It's views. So I had on my channel, my top 2 viewed videos before I did the super stream were my response blogs to some things that Easy said when we had our little situation. So that was no secret to me. I actually walked into that stream projecting how much he was going to, like, what was the gap, how much he was going to beat the last stream, our biggest stream in numbers. Now, he only beat Hitman by 200 viewers live.
Okay.
Him and Hitman were both in the thousands. He had reached 14. Hitman's stream had reached 1-2. Hitman's stream ended up doing 22,000 views on the backwatch, and in 2 months, Easy's are already at 20. So he hasn't caught Hitman as my highest viewed stream yet, but he is en route to catching him. So if you know me and his relationship, it's funny. It's funny because we're shit talkers. That's what type of homies we are. We fight all the time too. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know. Me too. We fight.
I'm telling you, bro.
All the time. Trust me.
We fight all the fucking time.
Bro, people think I lie when I say I argue with Easy the Block Captain more than anybody. They think I'll be lying. I'll be like, I do.
You just, if you know, you know.
Yeah, you know.
If you know, you know. So, but I've learned to understand. I learned to understand who he is. And once you get to that bridge, you can fuck with E. You can fuck with E. But it's funny because if let's say y'all didn't notice that. Like you didn't notice that and nobody noticed that he was the highest. He would have noticed and he would have made damn sure I noticed. You know what I mean? Hey, you check your stream, your top stream views. Like he's on that type of shit. So
that's E.
I prepped for it and I kind of prepared that was gonna go that way. So I already knew what to expect from him. And what can I say, man? He's the algorithm. So shout out to Easy and I wish him all the success and we're back doing business together. I'm on his league coming up in Cinco de Mayo. So shout out to him. Shout out to Ren. Yeah, the whole team.
Not battling for 7 months. Is that great for you? Is that good for you?
It's the best thing I've ever done since I've been battling, and I've been doing battle rap for over 10 years.
Wow, 7 months off. Wow.
I can't. It's funny, 3. I literally felt like maybe in the last 4 to 5 months, I've really just started to understand I'm in my prime. Right? And you get that luxury when you start when you're 17.
Yeah, right? People forget that you started early. They give DNA, chess, and some other guys.
And I'm the Pennsylvania Bulldog, scruffy face, so they think I'm older than I am. I'm only 31 years old. I started when I was 17. I was in URL by the time I was turning 18. So the experience that I have, your best years is usually anywhere from 25 to 28 to 32 to 33. Those are your best years. I'm 31, and I finally feel like, damn, I figured out everything that I do well. Like fuck opponents or anything like that. That's a whole separate conversation. Like if it's time to battle, I physically and mentally could go down, could go into prep mode and stay in the pockets that I know I need to be in for success. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm not trying to overly do anything new. No, I really mastered my skill set. Okay, I know my right hand ain't that strong. You understand what I'm saying? So I work on it. So they know I'm going to go left, but they don't know now. I know I'm going to go left. I might hit you with an in and out, go back right. Right? Now, you didn't expect me to go right because Froze go left. You know what I mean? So for that, and even though that isn't, actually how it works, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you finally figure out what you like and respect what you actually do well, you can master it. And the layoff has really cut down the nerves for me. It doesn't matter if it's Don Marino or Av, even though they're different skill level of opponents. You still have a sense of nerves with either battler. Like the nerves with Av would be, all right, he dangerous. On my best, he still could get with me. The nerves with Don would be, yo, I can't lose to Don.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
they're different things, but it still creates the nerves.
Nerves, right.
I've never had my nerves in check like this.
Mm.
Either I done lost my mind and I'm delusional, or I done physically and mentally understood that I'm in my prime now. I know what I need to do to defend myself and give myself the best chance to win. It's nothing to be nervous about. Yeah, Three, I can say with a straight face that I feel like I'm one of the top 15, top 20 battlers on the planet today.
Mm-hmm.
Skill set, whatever you want to cover. I think it's time the culture starts recognizing that, right? It's time. That's the only thing I haven't done yet is proving that I'm a top shelf guy on every level. Like, I'm not just talking about, the New Jersey twerks. I'm talking about any name you can fucking muster up and mention in battle rap. I'm of that cloth. And I think that's the only thing I haven't done yet is just proving that. So what a great opportunity to go do it versus a lesser opponent of Don, who's very formidable and he shouldn't be disrespected. And luckily for Rosenberg, his IQ is high because he knows the only way he could lose to Don is if he cheats it. He's not talent-wise, he's not better than me.
I've heard you talk about cutting corners. I've heard you use that word cutting corners within the last week and a half.
Yeah, sure.
I've heard you use that terminology a lot.
Sure. So what I mean by that is, you can up your chances of winning a battle against anybody in the time leading up to the battle. Yeah, I know that's cliche when they say prep, but right. These are the little things that I do that give me the mental, because you need a little bit of delusion to be good. You need to be a little crazy too, Three. So what I do to psych myself up to give that, because let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen me in the ring and say Froze look like he think he gonna lose?
I can't say that.
You never look at me and feel like I'm not in control of what's going on here, right? Okay, that's confidence.
From confidence down, I can't say I've seen you.
You rarely ever see me look like Froze looks like he knows he's about to lose. Type. No, I always look game, right? Always. So that's confidence.
I was there when you battled Jag. You look confident as hell on that shit.
Now, and so that motherfucking third round, did I look like I had a problem with clips?
Yeah.
I'm battling D. Charlie clips. So where does that come from? Well, confidence. Well, where does confidence come from? Preparation. If I know I wrote on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I might be physically tired. I might want to take a day off, right? But that's what the average guy is going to do. I wrote Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm tired today. I'm not going to rehearse. I'm not going to try to think of materials. I need to give my brain a little rest. I've been writing all week. Well, on that Thursday, I'm writing. Why? Because I know he's not writing. So I know I did on the days off that you go take your rest, I worked on him. So now leading up to the battle, it's not a strain. I'm resting. I already did the hard work. The only thing left to do is the performance. These guys cut corners. Writing 2 days before, we're still trying to learn their verses the week of. That kills performance. That kills confidence. That kills everything in your performance. For me, I don't play those games. So
you use the word sparring with Don Marino. Is that if I'm Don, do I take that as an insult though, Fro?
He should take it as an insult. Even though I'm not meaning to insult him. He's a competitor, is he?
Really?
No. How could? All right. So if Devin Haney, are you into boxing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if Devin Haney or Terrence Crawford fought Paulie Malignaggi right now, what would you say? What would you say? Try to give me an honest answer. What would you say?
It'd be an upset if he won the battle. If he beat both those brothers, though. That's what I would say.
But in the barbershops, it's a spar match for T-Bud. Now, I'm not calling myself T-Bud, but damn it, all I'm saying is in my career and Don's career, I have earned more respect than he garners. That's all I'm saying. That's not a secret. Now, can Don win against me? Absolutely. He is He's a fucking pro. No matter if it's low level, mid level, high level, Don Marino is a pro battler. So when you hear me say things like that on the cuss, it's like, yo, Froze is being disrespectful. Well, if you don't think further than the statement, that may be true. But if you actually think, well, damn, I got Froze ranked higher than Don Marino. I think his flow better. I think his bars better. I think he got more wins. He gets more views than him. He's been more main event than him. He's had more featured battles than him. The crowd, all these things. Well, damn, I can see why Froze maybe be feeling like that. That doesn't mean I'm not up on. See, when you say things like that, sometimes that could be bulletin board material for your opponent. So I'm sure he saw those tweets and said, okay, or heard them quotes and said, okay, I got it. Froze gonna learn. But the problem for Don is I'm not cutting any corners for him. No, you're getting full-fledged. You're getting Rosenberg. You got a one-rounder with Froze. So I didn't play even a little bit with you. I'm treating you like your Av. I'm treating you like your Av. So now what? Is a A+ Don Marino beating an A+ Rosenberg? No.
I would have to concur with that, sir. I would have to respectfully, Don Marino.
So sometimes the delivery is raw, and it's the blunt truth. And the oldest saying in the book is the truth hurts, right?
That's the cliche. That's the cliche.
So again, so for me, I'm only speaking the truth. But if it sounds, sometimes the truth hurts. So Don's got an uphill battle versus me because I didn't play on no levels with him. Again, I also can't control what he brings. He has the night of his life, and it's a coming out party for Don Marino. We're in for a dogfight then. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna try to do what the ranking system says. All right, like if you like, all right, and I promise you, I'm saying this humbly. If you got Rosenberg here and you got Don here, I'm the way I prepped. I'm gonna try to show you why that is. Type shit, right? So there's
what's the reason? You're gonna guess the reason why it's like
you're gonna see why. I want to show you. I'm gonna show you why you thought I was better than Don before we even did this battle. I'm gonna show you why you thought that. Right.
Wow. How ironic is it that you and Av are both battling Don Marino?
You know, stranger things have happened, but I can't say it's normal. You know, I think it's cool. I think we both got him before our battle. If I'm not mistaken. He's got 3 with him though. Don Marino in 3 rounds is a little bit more dangerous. You give him sure, you give him more time to get going. All right, Don's a home run hitter, right? So he's trying to land up to that big line. Good line, big line. Problem is sometimes you swing for a home run and you swing over top of the baseball. It's a strike. You just missed it. And he'll miss sometimes. Right. And those are and when you're going against him, when you see, he just thought that was going to land and it didn't, it's like, all right, there go one, he missed. Then he might land one, right? And one rounder, it doesn't bode well for Don unless he's hitting, right? When you give him 3 rounds, that's 3 different angles he got to take. That's 3 different times he got to. So for somebody, we'll see if Av can battle 9 rounds in 3 weeks. We'll find out. It's really going to be tough for him because he's got a tough schedule. He's got Rosenberg. He's got Big T in Chicago after me. And then Don right before me. I mean, Av's got to be having nightmares.
Nightmares though, Froze?
For sure. You got to battle Rosenberg in between 2 battles that we deem you to win.
Respectfully to Big T, respect to Don though, but the coach is going to look at it more like, okay, Av, we do know you're paying attention more to that Rosenberg composition book compared to Don and Big T, respectfully.
Is he still, even if he's paying more attention to me of anybody of the 3, is his attention still being pulled away by those other 2 matchups? It doesn't matter at a capacity, what capacity it is. There's no way you could be 1,000. Didn't say he couldn't be good.
Right.
And didn't say he couldn't be serviceable. Av's one of the most talented brothers we got.
Absolutely.
But the way the world works, physics and attention span, there's no way he could. I don't want to say there's no way. There's low chance that he could be full-fledged Av with that type of schedule. Doesn't mean he can't win all 3. Av very well may win all 3 of these battles. He's capable of doing that. I'm saying that at some capacity, it's a little bit taken off. It's a little bit watered down because of the output, right? So
is it
to have Rosenberg in the middle?
Educate me though. Can it be more of a thing like, okay, I can't lose? It's a annoying situation though, because you can't lose a Don Marino. You don't want to lose the big team, but you damn sure can't lose the Froze, because the Rosenberg battle is going to be the one spoken about the most respectfully. Even if Don beats him, though, it's still spoken about because it's an upset. It's a big upset. It's going to be spoken about heavy, though.
I think he can come out of this 2-1 and be respected. For me, with that type of schedule, I mean, let's say he clears Don, clears Big T, and has a debatable with me. That's a win. For me, it's a debatable. I won 3-0 in my last 3. So, you know, he knows what he has to do. The problem is I have something to do with it, right? It's just not all up to him of the result. I have some control over that too. And I think a lot of people battle Av a certain way. And I think with Av, you got to know what he does well, but you got to have a little bit of lack of respect. And what I mean by that's healthy, a little bit. Just like, all right, he punched, but so what? Like, so what? What does that mean? A puncher? What? I've never seen somebody that punches as good as Av, or I got 80 battles. What the fuck are we talking about here? Right? I don't know of any battler in the world. Think about this. You want to talk about numbers? And I'll get this number soon. It's gonna take some time. I don't know of any pro battler that has more wins in the underdog role than me. I don't know if anybody has won more battles than people went into the battle saying he was going to lose than me.
Well, Charlie Clips.
Just over my whole career, I was the underdog. I was the underdog versus Show Off.
You were.
Underdog versus
I don't know the underdog. I pick you to be Show Off, respectfully.
That's okay if you pick me to be Show Off, but I remember there was a poll and it was 56-44, and it was about 2,000 votes on it. I remember.
Okay.
I was the underdog. I was favored versus Snake Eyes. I was favored. That was my second battle back after Craig Lamar. Wasn't favored versus Rex.
Yeah, he probably wasn't favored fully.
I was favored. I was favored versus Cicero.
Yes, you were.
I was favored versus Jag.
Yes, you were.
Okay. I was the underdog versus Clips. I was the underdog versus Show. I was the underdog versus A Ward. I was the underdog versus Ill Will. I was the underdog versus Rex.
I did pick A Ward to beat you. I did pick A Ward.
I was the underdog versus my Geechee. I was the underdog versus Bill Collector. I was the underdog versus Clean Paper. I was the underdog in the fucking PGs. I was the underdog versus.
Yeah, you were.
I was the underdog versus Big K. I was the underdog versus Swave Summer. I was the underdog versus Shotgun Shit. I've rarely been ever favored. like I don't have a lot of battles where I'm favored.
Damn, I didn't even think about it like that, Froze.
So you gotta understand. I love the tweets and the comments. Man, I'm gonna clear this dude. Nothing gets me going more. I love that shit.
I've for doing this as long as I've been doing this, I always get from you brothers that you guys like being underdogs going into battles. Though, like battle rappers love that.
But at what capacity? At what point does a guy keep proving it to where it's like, yo, stop removing the bar. Stop removing the bar. I've already reached it. I've already showed you I get there. I already showed you I'm of that cloth. I already showed you I can compete at that level. Stop putting abs, and no disrespect to Av. Stop putting abs in front of me and telling yourself and everybody else that Froze needs to have a special night to beat. No, I don't. If I'm Froze at a high level, I'm probably gonna win. My win-loss record is crazy.
It's
crazy.
Both of y'all though, Av too though, Froze.
For sure.
For sure.
Absolutely. Listen, this is not shortchanging Av in no capacity by being comfortable and confident in what I do. I'm telling you, it ain't just Av. Fonz can't do nothing with me. T-Top can't do nothing with me. This is my mindset. I'm gonna fuck where y'all got him ranked at. How many times y'all had somebody ranked over me and I fucking dogged them? So if we go off of the people's ranking system, this shit would be a zoo. This shit, because you guys are way more wrong than you're right.
Absolutely.
I'm a prime example of it. You guys are mostly wrong when it comes to Rosenberg. So
yes, I pick A-Ward to beat you. I pick A-Ward to beat you, and I lost money on it in the Ill Will battle.
All those guys struggled. They all struggled with Froze.
Mm.
And all those guys respect me, especially after they battled me. Ill Will would tell you.
He told me. I interviewed him afterwards. He told me.
Ill Will. They asked Ill Will who the king of RBE was, and he said, "Shit, you might have to get that shit to Froze." He said
told me that. He told me the same thing.
He said he beat everybody in the conversation, and he beat them the worst. Like, you actually go back and think about me and Show Off. I got the only 3-0 cheer that night. On Max Out 1. I was the only rapper in the building that got a 3-0 cheer. Right? Show Off was a conversation. Big K, see what they do for views happen. Yeah, that happened on URL, but it happened. You've seen us. Yeah. You've seen me and him matched up. Now, yes, we are two different battlers today. But I mean, if they announce tomorrow Rosenberg Raw versus Big
it's lit. It's lit.
Come on, man.
Lit. You kidding me? Rematch is lit.
And you know what's funny? I got a heads-up win against him, and I'd be the underdog. And I would be the underdog. Right? And I'd be the underdog. You saw me. You sure I would. Now, don't get me wrong. I got a fan base.
Mm.
I got a following. I got people that's going to rock with me. Yeah, so it's going to be people that's Fro's going to get him again.
Mm.
But I think to the consensus of just the global, the culture of battle rap, I think I'd be the underdog going into that battle too.
So you feel,
and then Ill Will, and I 30 Ill Will. So everybody that was in the conversation, I really I dogged them.
Is that just battle rap talk when people say they haven't started writing for individuals yet? Because Av said he has not written for you yet.
I don't know how Av prepares for his battles normally. So if this is something he does regularly, some dudes can write closer to the battle.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's hard to not chalk it up to anything but laziness. Because but then again, I understand that again, what works for you might not work for me.
Right.
So, you know, so maybe that's how he preps, and he's able to get clipped up quicker, and he's able to get his bars rehearsed faster. I don't know. What I will say is, you could also be hedging your bet, putting this stuff out there to the people. I ain't even start writing, and then obviously lay an egg, and then it's like, but you know, Av had Don and Big T. Well, that's Av's problem. That sounds like a problem for Av. So, again, maybe he can pull it off, and you see no blemishes in his material. I would say that again, if you're doing the bare minimum or you're doing just enough to get ready for me, I'm already ahead. But I'm working harder than you.
And if memory serves me right, this was you guys were in talks for Midnight Madness at one time, right?
Yeah, he called me out on Midnight Madness whenever popping.
Yeah.
We was gonna do it for the money on the floor. For whatever reason, that didn't go down. I even was at the next Midnight Madness event I went to.
Right.
And then I pulled up. It just didn't go down. And then it was supposed to also go down. We were supposed to do it in Virginia. In his hometown. I was gonna go out there and battle Av in his hometown.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not playing with these niggas. I ain't gonna hold you three. I'm not playing. Yeah. So I know everybody wants the Av versus Big K battle. That's a big VA battle. I know it hasn't happened yet. So I said, you know what? Well, fuck it. Froze versus Av, a little close to it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So and then we got it locked in for the Easy came through and called an interception. You know what I mean? And
smart man, smart guy, Easy, smart to pick up his battles. Very smart. Because you know what's funny? Everyone's saying this battle of the night.
You know, every battle I've had in the trenches has been like that.
Yeah, you
think about it. You got all these dudes running around talking about they're the face of it. Not that I want to be the face of the trenches, but you just got all these dudes running around saying this and that, and it's like, yo, y'all know ain't nobody headline this card unless Easy was on it but me.
Right, that's right.
So you think about it. I mean, me and Swamp had more hype around it than Easy and Reed. And then when I got taken off the card, me versus Danny was hot. That was gonna be the best day. Everybody was saying
Danny.
So and then that got pulled off 3 days before it happened. So boom, I didn't get the battle on that card, but both of those matchups were the talks of the card. And then I headlined me and Mike P on the next joint, and that was battle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Very good battle. And then here I am battling again on the weekend with Chrome and
Trenches
and Trenches, and everybody's talking about Av Froze. I mean, you look all down the card. Even if I was a fan and I stepped away, and I'm like, all right, what's the ones I really want to see? Shayna and fucking Prestavia.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Absolutely, that's what I want to see.
Froze versus Av. Verb Swamp. And really, honestly, Eart and Shuni. If that goes how
if they clean, Eart and Shuni's a good battle. If them
two ladies are very, very talented.
Absolutely,
and, they're the cream of the crop of female battle rap. And if Nevo it really don't happen for Hart, but if Shuni don't jam, I mean, they have the skill set to easily have battle of the weekend.
Do you have something against punchers?
I'm a puncher. I just don't think people honor the fact that I punch. I think because they're so used to the set up, punch, set up, punch, and then I think they're so used to that they don't get like one of the. I've been saying this on a bunch of interviews because one of the things about Rosenberg that they say is he's simplistic. It's one of the biggest misconceptions of my style. That's so far from the truth. I mean, any battle rapper you can name from any level has said something simple, right? We're rhyming for 10 minutes. Are you shitting me? Everything ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I think they get mixed up with how digestible and grabbable No Diddy my style is. You don't have. I put it on your thought process, and it's easy to you process immediately. That's a skill. That's a skill to not have to fucking try to figure out what I'm talking about. I helped you understand what I was talking about. You know what I meant when I said the bar. You didn't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? And they deem that as simplistic. Well, it's far from that. It's actually a skill to be able to write this material in a way where I know I'm going to make you understand it. And the more bars you understand, the more reaction I get out of you. Oh, that was fire. Damn, that was crazy. Oh my God. Like I'm getting the immediate reaction because the bar is digestible. Right. And that's a skill. So I have nothing against punchers because I am a puncher. I just think I'm one of the most unorthodox punchers in battle rap. And you might miss that I'm actually, because when I'm killing somebody, it looks like I'm fucking them up. Like it'd be different. Like it's like, yo, Fro's really getting at him right now. So for me, that's a puncher's mentality. And so I don't have anything against punchers. I just think that we overvalue it. We overvalue it. Like, all right, he punching, he doing punchlines all battle. It's like, okay, it's like somebody name flipping for 3 rounds.
I can't take that. I don't like that.
You know what I mean? It's like somebody name flipping for 3 rounds. It's like that's the degree of difficulty, not difficult in that.
So for wrapping up here, are you expecting a dog fight? Will you Av?
It should be if he bring his half, yeah. If he bring his half to the party, for sure. I mean, again, Av is very, very skilled, and he's somebody who knows what he does well. And he doesn't get pushed around.
No, he doesn't though.
He doesn't get pushed around. But neither do I. And this is one of them feet in the tire fights. You don't see too much dancing. I expect a lot of hot air being traded. Sweat rags, and it's one of those 3. It's one of those. But the thing is, I'm game for those. A lot of dudes don't like those. I'm with that. I'd rather battle that way. I'd rather you toe the line so I could go over it. You know what I mean? So Av is one of the most formidable opponents you can find in this culture. Don Marino's a firecracker, even though he hasn't had as much consistency as some of the higher level guys. Right. But they're both pros. I respect both them brothers, and I'm gonna show them how much I respect when I deliver the material I prep for them.
Last one here. This is not a grudge match, but is there a little spice there when you have those? It's not a grudge match, but is there a little bit of?
I think we both know what we do. I think we both know what we do, and I think when you a bully or when you're a guy who is territorial and outspoken and deemed as a fighter, you know, when you game no game. So Av can say what he wants, but Av really know, like, yo, Froza get in there and get with you. And so will he. And I think we just both understand that, man, this probably not going to end up pretty for both of us. Like, somebody got to catch it here, and it's a coin flip. And when the stakes are high, you know, palms get sweaty. And you know, I just think we both understand what's at stake here, and that causes for high level competition. I love Av to death. Me and Av play Xbox together here and there. We've had each other's numbers for years. He answers when I ring. Likewise, but it's always been cordial and love. So no grudge or no beef at all. I just actually think we want to separate Av from Rosenberg, and we both trying to go in the same direction, and only one can go. And only one can go, and that's the reality of it, man. But nah, no beef, no beef.
You know what's dope about this battle is when they say Av and Rosenberg next, or Av and Rosenberg to the stage. Everyone stop what they doing. You tuning in. You gotta pull up. You gotta be glued to the set, or if you're in the building.
This is one of those battles where everybody's over somebody's shoulder.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you know, all right, whoa, this could go left at any moment. And I don't know for who.
Right.
It could go left at any moment. And I also think that I think a lot of my fans and a lot of my supporters put me on that Av level or above that Av level, and they know the majority of people might have it differently. So the opportunity to get to see, this is one of those fights where it's like we getting to see it when it should happen. You know what I mean? This isn't one of those, man, it's too late. I don't want to see this.
Yeah, you're right. It's not one of those.
We both got enough clout and respect on our name to where it's like, ooh, anybody that hears that, it's like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, I'm excited for you. I can't lie. Miami weekend, Cinco de Mayo. You gonna be in Miami?
I'm outside. I'm with them outside. When you, sir, as soon as you touch down, holler at me and we go chill and go do what we go do. Get a drink and I'll smoke. You know what I mean?
No question. As soon as you touch
down, holler at me, man. You know what I mean?
As soon as I land, I'm right at you, 3.
Holler at me, man. Froze, you know how you like cook food, brother. I appreciate you as always, brother.
Love is love. I'll talk to you, 3.